Hey friends, I have this metal frame. It's like pewter color. I am going to just dab on some ivory chalk paint, and then I'm using the back of the frame to trace around on some cardboard, and I'm going to cut that out, and the cardboard is going to be my surface. So I'm painting with some ivory chalk paint, just doing a base coat, and then next I'm going to take some Mod Podge. And I'm going to brush on a coat of Mod Podge and I'm going to dry that. And then I'm going to place my napkin to decoupage this napkin onto my cardboard, and I'm covering that with parchment paper, and then I'm using a hot iron to just iron that onto the cardboard. So now I am sanding off the edges of the napkin and cleaning up the edges. I'm going to use dark sealing wax, and I'm going to go around the edge and distress and kind of give it a vintage look, and just using that all over it. And then I'm going back over it with some Mod Podge to seal it. And now I'm going to use some wood cutouts, and I'm going to trace around the cutouts on some cardboard, and I'm going to cut out a couple of different sizes of hearts. Cardboard is great to craft with, so keep a little extra on hand for crafting. So now I am just painting some ivory paint onto the largest heart and drying that. I think I ended up doing 3 coats, and now I'm just sanding my cardboard to kind of distress it. And I like the way that that ended up looking. And then I'm using my dark sealing wax around the heart. And now I'm going to use this peel and stick tile from Dollar Tree. And the medium size heart, I am just going to trace around the tile and cut out a little section for some texture. And that's sticky on the back, so I just stuck that right to the cardboard, and that worked out okay. So now what I'm doing with that is I'm also going to go over that about 3 times with some ivory chalk paint. After that is dry, I use some celery, the Waverly Celery shade, and I'm dry brushing that over the heart to just pull that texture back through, and I really like how that ended up looking. So then I'm going to use the sealing wax on that as well. I'm using the sealing wax on everything. So now I am using the Dollar Tree hearts. These little hearts came in a package. There were several in the package, but they work out really good for little accent hearts. So the smaller one, I am going to decoupage on that, and then I'm going to clean that up as well and distress those. And of course there I'm using the sealing wax again. So now I'm going to use hot glue and just glue my hearts into place. And I decided to stagger the hearts. I think this gave it a cute look. So after that, I put the frame back on, and I wasn't loving the frame, but it's starting to grow on me. So let's grubby that up too. So using the dark sealing wax on that as well. And now I am using my Bowdabra, and I'm going to make a bow. And I picked out some different fabrics that I thought looked good with the napkin. So I'm just placing those, and I also threw some Spanish moss in there, and I'm going to also use some covered wire, and I'm sticking that in there as well. And then I'm going to fluff up my bow, and I am wrapping the wire ends around my finger to kind of curl them. And now I'm just going to glue that into place, and I decided to go back and clean up all the edges of my bow with some pinking shears, and I'm glad I did that because it really made that bow look a lot cuter. So after that, I decided to take one more heart from the pack of hearts from Dollar Tree and distress that and get that all ready to go in the center of my bow. And I placed that with some hot glue and fluffed everything up a bit. And that's basically all that I did. I hope that you like it. I hope that you'll share it out there for me. Thank you for watching.